So, just got back from early morning run here in Charleston. It's like, I don't know, 88% humidity, and it's like an elephant standing on your chest. But while I was running, I was thinking about a conversation that I had with my team earlier this week about front-loaded value and the cost of doing nothing. And it occurred to me that if somebody wanted to start distance running, we'll say half marathon, marathon running, the first thing they do is they kind of go into it blind, and they go into Fleet Feet as an example to get their feet scanned, which is great. They have a 3D scanner in all their locations. It's free, and they give you a full scan of your foot, and then they go and they give you recommendations on shoes. But you're a first-time runner, so you go and they bring out running shoes, the least expensive of which is $160. You instantly get sticker shock. You try them on, and you're just like, man, there's no way. So you listen to the consultant, and they say, listen, you're not just buying shoes, you're investing in your feet. You're investing in just your overall running health. $160, that's just way too much, man. I can't do that. So you leave, and you go to Foot Locker. And you go there, and there's some kid there working, probably part-time, and you say, hey, I'm getting ready to run a marathon. What kind of shoes do you recommend? He's like, Nike Air Max? And he shows you these snazzy, bright-looking Nike Air Max. And that's, well, how much are they? 80 bucks. Give me those. So, you put the shoes on, and you go for a little run. Now, you're a first-time runner, and you've got big hopes, and you have big goals that you want to set. 10 minutes into your run, your feet are killing you. And you're like, geez, maybe my body's not cut out for this. So you walk a little bit, and you start running again, and you're just like, oh my God, like my hips hurt? Now I got shin splints? Oh my gosh, like, I really have my heart set on finishing this race. You know, it's like a personal goal for me, and I've gone through a lot in my life, and like, I really want to check this off, but maybe I need to lose weight. But you look at yourself and you're like, I'm fairly fit. Like, why is my body hurt? So then you go home and you talk to your partner, your spouse, and you're just like, I really want to run, but my body feels wrecked. Like, I don't know if I'm up for this. And your partner, spouse says, mate, it's just your first time. You know, give your body like a day to heal up. Like, you're using muscles you're not used to using. And you say, you know what, you're probably right. So you go and you run again a couple days later. And then after that, and after that, and after that. And now you can barely walk. So then you go to a local run club and you tell them, hey guys, I really need some motivation. Like, my body really hurts, and maybe running with people will help. And the first thing they do is, before they get ready to run, they look down at your shoes and they say, well, all right, well, let's go put your shoes on. You kind of look at them confused, and you say, I have my shoes on. And they say, those aren't running shoes. And say, they're Nikes. I mean, they're Air Max. They got the bubble. And try not to be like elitist or discourage you from the sport or from the running group, because everybody wants to be encouraging. They say, oh, I'm sorry, those aren't running shoes. That's athleisure. Didn't you say your body aches and hurts and all that stuff, and like more running is kind of miserable for you now? And didn't you say you wanted to run a marathon? And you're like, yes. They say, you need to get running shoes. Didn't you go to Fleet Feet? You say, well, yeah. And they say, well, did you get your feet scanned? Yeah. Did they bring out shoes, like running shoes to show you? Yeah, but they're like $160 each. Like, that's crazy. And they say, listen, those aren't just shoes. That's an investment in your overall running health. You can't run further than the mailbox in those Air Max you've got. You have to invest in your feet. And you're just like, man, that's a lot of money. Like, I just don't know. And they say, listen, if you're going to do a Thanksgiving turkey trot with your family that's like 3 miles, I mean, I guess you could probably run it in Birkenstocks and probably be okay. But when you start creeping into the half marathon and marathon distances, like, that's serious, and you have to take it serious, because the cost of doing nothing is your overall health, your well-being, but mentally, now you're like, I hate this sport. I hate running. I hate everything about it. And you quit. And you never lace your shoes up again. You never hit the distances or the goals that you set, these life goals, these like fitness bucket lists. And you've told everybody around you, like, I'm going to do this race. And you're just like, I don't want to do it now because I don't want to invest. And it got me thinking, that's front-loaded value. Up front, you're spending less money. And it's shiny, and it's new, and it looks great. And you put it on, and for a brief moment, it seems like it's the solution. But long term, it's not good for your body. It's not good for your mindset, because trying to run a marathon or half marathon, it's a lofty goal for anybody of any age, of any fitness status. And if you decide to spend a little money, less money up front on something cheap because it's shiny and looks good, long term, you're not going to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. And you come to the realization that, like, you know what? I should have invested up front in a quality product for my feet and for my legs and for my hips. And now you have to go back to Fleet Feet and you say, hey, listen, you guys were right. Let me get those shoes, because I have a goal that I need to achieve, and I need quality shoes to do it. And you say, oh, Chris, what do you know about shoes and running? I mean, would you just go for a run around your neighborhood? That's a good point. But I'm a world major marathon 4-star runner, most recently run in London. And I also work for one of the top consulting firms in America, North America, for pavement management plans, asset collection, and pavement condition surveys. So that's my resume. Anyway, think about front-loaded value and the cost of doing nothing. And if you thought this video was about shoes and running, go watch it again.